Peace and love, family. Sacred and Unfiltered Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21. Good evening, family. Good evening. Missing some lights on. Hey, Donna. Donna's in the building. Donna's here. Rachel's here. Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Grand evening, Mama. She's in the building. Kim is here. Hey, everybody's on time tonight. Let's go. We ready to rock and roll. I love that. Oh, Donna, those Knicks. That's how you gonna start the podcast off? Oh, what am I feeling about these Knicks? I'm feeling let down, I feel like we really should have won. I feel like games 1 and 2 was our games. Like poor coaching, poor execution down the stretch. I'm just feeling let down. I'm feeling disappointed. I'm trying not to dwell on it, but every time I go to work, everybody got to remind me of the Knicks. So listen, it just takes me back to high school days, when I had to go to school after losing to Michael Jordan or losing to Reggie Miller. It's like a repeated cycle right now. But we fired the head coach, so I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. They got rid of Tom Thibodeau, which I think might be a good move. I think he was part of the reason. Yeah, I think he was part of the reason that we lost those 2 games. His execution down the stretch, the right combination of people being in the game, and it was just a combination of things. So we got to get better. Everybody got to get better. All right, so let's get our numbers in this chat. How are we feeling on tonight? Sacred and Unfiltered Podcast, Season 1, Episode 21. Drop your numbers in this chat tonight. Let me know how you're feeling. Mama is a 9. That's amazing. Kim's a 7. Okay. Kim's a 7. 6. Exhausted. I feel you on that, Donna. I definitely do. I'm between 7, 8. From every single day at work is going to be exhausting. Like, that's it from this point forward. So I just kind of have to suck it up. I really do. Because my workload is insane right now. It really, really is. Okay, Rachel, 4.5. Hoping that increases by the time we are done tonight. So I have a lot to share. And it's a continuation of last week's conversation in which I spoke about embodiment, and I spoke about as above, so below, which is a Hermetic principle. And I'm going to elaborate more on that principle tonight. So, you know what time it is. If you are ready in this chat, on this podcast, on this live, give me a ready in this chat if you're ready to hear tonight's discussion. I will not keep you long because I am exhausted myself. We got them readies going. Amazing. So tonight's topic is stop faking the funk. Your subconscious mind knows when it's being lied to. Stop faking the funk. Your subconscious mind knows when it's being lied to. So, I'm reading this book. And this book is called, I have it with me here, Kabbalion. Everybody see that? There you go. The Hermetic philosophy. Okay. This book, and I'll put the title in the chat, it predates predates the Bible. And it is about 7 Hermetic principles that are natural law, universal law, natural universal law. So this book, the book is heavy. It's not something that most people can pick up and read. It's a lot of high level, conversation. And honestly, I'm speaking about myself. It's taken me a little while to read it because, it's kind of challenging to understand because it's different. It's not something that I've ever, really experienced. So, but I'm getting it. And tonight I'm going to share with you one principle that I'm really, really getting. And last week I spoke to you about it, but I'm actually going to name the principle tonight. So it's called the principle of correspondence. The principle of correspondence. And I'm going to give you a little teaching on what that really is. So it's a foundational teaching in the Hermetic philosophy, and it tells us that everything is connected. It says that our internal world mirrors the external world. So remember how I said as above, so below? The principle of correspondence also refers to as within, so without, and vice versa. So the whole premise of tonight's conversation is about our need to embody the things that we say that we are. If you are not embodying, right, then that means your thoughts, your feelings, and you're not moving in harmony in order to change your state. So basically, you cannot fake the funk. You cannot fake alignment, not to your body, not to your subconscious, and definitely not to the universe, because it all shows up in the external. So basically, I'm going to simplify real quick. Whatever is going on inside of you is whatever is going on outside of you. Okay? Now, you got to help me in this chat. I know I'm saying some different stuff tonight, so give me a make sense in this chat if you're with me so far, if you need me to explain it a little bit more. Okay, this is the law of correspondence. So give me a make sense in this chat if you understand where I'm at with this, where I'm going with it. But the point is this: whatever is happening within you starts to display outside of you. Okay? So whenever what's going on within doesn't match what you're putting out, your subconscious says, that's a lie. And it mirrors back to us what your internal world is actually saying versus what you say out loud, versus what you say out your mouth, versus how you carry yourself. Like, it really, embodiment means you actually have to feel it, know it, believe it in order for it to start showing up externally. Okay? Again, families, let me know you're with me in this chat. Give me a make sense. Let me know if you have a question. Let me know if you have a question. Let me know if you have a question. Let me know. Give me some make sense in this chat, family, before I go to my first point. I need to know that you're with me. It's called the law of correspondence. Okay, Mom Dukes is with me. Who else is with me? Let's go. All right, Rachel's with me. Good. So now, in simplest form, it's this: as within, so without. As within, so without. So within means you have to embody the things that you say that you are. A lot of people talk a good one, but they can't back it up with action. So embodiment is how you bring it all together. Embodiment means your mental, your emotional, and your physical are all in alignment. And when it's not in alignment, it's going to show. It's going to show on the external. It's going to show in your relationships. It's going to show in your connections and your friendships. It's going to show in your choices. It's going to show no matter what. So if you're rocking with me, okay, Kim's lost. What's your question, Kim? I like that. I'm so glad you said that. All right, let me go back. All right, so as within, so without. For example, I'm always going to use myself as an example, right? The other night, I had a conversation with my mom and my cousin, and we were talking about my period of darkness. And during that period of darkness, yeah, I'm going to break it down a little bit further right here with this example. During my period of darkness, my external world was mirroring what I felt internally about myself. I was condemning myself every single day. I didn't want to live. I was in such a dark place that everything outside was mirroring that. So I was looking for opportunities to harm myself. I was, contrary to me, watching biblical sermons, reading, saying affirmations. None of it was reflecting externally. It took 2 months for it to reflect externally. Why? Because my internal world was not matching what I was doing externally. Does that make sense? Give me some love in this chat if that makes sense. Give me some love in this chat. So basically, my subconscious mind knew that everything that I was doing was a lie until it became true inside of me. I had to start embodying the things that I was saying. The positive affirmations was not enough. Watching the biblical sermons was not enough. Reading, writing, all of that was not enough. I had to change my internal world. Well, how did I begin to change my internal world? You know what I did for 2 months straight? 2 things I did. 1, I cried every single day. I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried because I did not know how to fix it. But what I did understand is this one fact. I knew that it was my subconscious mind running the show. That's what I knew. And I knew the only way to change my subconscious mind was to reprogram it. I had to reprogram it. So at the time of my darkness, my external world was reflecting back to me my internal world. So I had to change my internal world in order for it to start reflecting externally. So what I did every single day and night, 2 times a day, I listened to an audio recording that was speaking directly to my heart, my mind, my spirit, and my soul about love for self. And I remember at the time that I was listening to it, it was excruciating. And it was excruciating because I could not believe any of the words that was being said to me as I'm listening to it. I felt hopeless. I felt like, man, this ain't working. I said it every day. It's not working. It's not working. I was frustrated. I was angry. I'm like, this is not working. It's not working. But I didn't stop. I didn't give up on myself. And I just kept showing up for myself. So here's the converging point that I'm getting to is, in order for your external world to change, you have to do the work of changing the internal world. You have to implement the law of correspondence. You have to implement this Hermetic principle. You have to do it. And by no means was it easy. So, first point is this: your words mean nothing if your body doesn't believe it. Your words mean nothing if your body doesn't believe you. You could say affirmations till you're blue in the face. If your body, aka your subconscious, is still holding that fear, holding that shame, holding that doubt, you're not shifting or moving anything. I'm sorry to break that news to you, but it's the truth. True embodiment is when your nervous system, not your words, when your nervous system knows this truth and believes this truth. And that's why I taught you tapping last week, because the tapping taps into your nervous system. It starts to program your nervous system to believe the statements we say about ourselves. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am fearfully and wonderful made. I am operating on a timeline of my highest good. You have to tap that into your nervous system every single day, like it's like a broken record. Second, you know what we do to ourselves? Hey, Jazz. That tapping is golden. Yes, it is, Kim. So, you know what this really points out to be is when we keep saying all these words and like making ourselves think we're saying something and we're really not embodying it, we are gaslighting ourselves. I like to call it spiritual gaslighting. Spiritual gaslighting. And this is an example. No offense to anyone. But I've met some of the meanest church ladies. I'm not judging anybody, but they're so mean. And you ask them, how are you today? Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. What? Just wanna. That's a popular phrase. I'm blessed and highly favored. Oh, are you? Behaving like that? Acting like that? Jazz, I'm just calling it what it is. It's spiritual gaslighting. Come on, drop a phrase in this chat. You know somebody always saying, but they ain't being it. They ain't acting it. They not embodying that phrase at all. They're the most meanest people you ever met, talking about I'm blessed and highly favored. No, you are not. Come on, y'all. Y'all know it's true. That's spiritual gaslighting, yo. Stop it. Oh, gosh. It be the same ones that's like, God is good all the time. And then they be cursing God out the next second, swearing on his name. Like, what? What are we doing? Stop it. Drop a phrase in this chat. You know that somebody says all the time, but they are not embodying it. They are not embodying it. They're the most unkind people. Yes, tell them the truth. That's right, Rachel. Tell them the truth. And this is what this Sacred and Unfiltered podcast is all about. It's about speaking truth. And let's stop gaslighting ourselves. You know, and this is woof. Come on, back to the gaslighting. You know how many times people ask me during that dark period when people ask me if I was okay, and I say, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine. How you doing? I'm fine." How many? Come on now. How many of us say we fine every day, and we're not? You over there gaslighting yourself. You know, let's be honest tonight. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to admit when we're not okay. And somebody genuinely say, "Hey, or how you feeling?" You know, honestly, I'm not okay today. And be okay with that. And if they want, you know, I know sometimes we don't want to speak up because we don't want to have to elaborate, but just say, you know, when somebody asks for more, you know, I just, you know, I don't want to talk about it, but, you know, just keep me in your prayers. That's it. But I'd rather you say that than keep saying I'm fine. Keep lying to yourself. You're gaslighting yourself. Stop it. Stop and gaslighting ourselves. Is the most form of self-betrayal, biggest form of self-betrayal. And it truly disconnects you from trusting your own self and acknowledging what you truly feel in your body. What do you truly feel in your body? Embodiment is about what your body feels and being able to communicate what your body feels. And at times when your body is feeling unsettled or uncomfortable or unhappy, it's now our jobs to start to regulate it, to start to get it back into regulation to the point where we know and know how to raise our vibration. We know how to heal ourselves through tapping, through meditation, through affirmation helps. But it's not something that's an overnight fix. Like you say the affirmation and that's that. No, this is work required here, family. It took me 2 months, y'all, before my external reality started reflecting my internal reality. 2 whole months of listening to that recording, that same recording, morning and night. And for the whole first month, I was crying through it. I didn't believe an ounce of the words that was being said on it, but I just kept listening because I understood that the subconscious mind wants to be in control. It thinks it has a plan for you, and it thinks it's protecting you. But you got to go over that and say, no, I am the protector. Subconscious, go relax, go sit down. I got this. Let me put some things that I want you to start saying to me on a daily basis versus what you've been saying to me before as a form of protection. You're not protecting me. I know you think you're protecting me, but you're not. That's what you got to say to your subconscious mind. I know you mean well, but I got it from here, okay? It took me a long time to get there, and I just want you to get there, family. I just want you to get there. All right, so give me a ready in this chat if you're ready for my final point of tonight. I hope this has been helpful for you. Give me a ready in this chat if you're ready for my final point of tonight's discussion. And I'm getting y'all up out of here. We got these readies in this chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so final point. We got some readies in this chat. Is that true embodiment requires telling the truth, which I kind of alluded to already. And not just telling the truth from your mouth. It's telling the truth energetically. Energetically. So one of my gifts is my ability to read energy, but without anyone ever saying a word, I know how they're feeling without them having to tell me. It's one of my gifts. So when I ask, I read it quick. Hey, what's up? You're a little off today. You okay? Most people are thrown off because they don't think you can feel it or sense it. And some of you, I'm sure, on this call have the same gift. You can read what people are feeling. Rachel, I try to tell myself all the positive things. It just doesn't click. I know, Rachel, because you have to reprogram the subconscious. You got to reprogram the subconscious. So that's something that I can help you with. Okay. You have to reprogram it. You have to, there's only 2 times a day you can reprogram it. Morning when you first wake up, and at night before you go to bed. It's the only way to reprogram the subconscious mind is when your brain gets into a theta state. It has to be in a theta state. Okay. The Truth Slayer. Yes, yes. Yes, Truth Slayer. You read that energy, you pick up on it. So my question to you tonight is, what is your body communicating energetically? Not physically, not verbally, but energetically. What are you communicating that you think you are saying or giving off, but you're really not okay, or you're really, are saying things, but they're not, your body's not aligning with it. Okay. What thoughts, what words, what emotions, and are they all physically congruent? I think I've gotten to a point where my thoughts, my words, my emotions, and my physical presence all align. All align. When when I'm feeling something, you not only will you know it, but you're gonna feel it, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm at a stage now where I hold no punches. Yes, Queen Leanie's in the building. Definitely read moods and people's energy. Yes. So this is the work, family. What are you giving off energetically? We have to stop pretending. I spent too much of my life pretending. Too much. And I'm at a point where I have such a burning fire in me to speak truth that I'm okay with the expense of it or the result of it. It took me when I say a long time to get here. A long time to get here. I would put so many masks up just for safety, just for the sake of fear of abandonment, and once you get to a place where your tribe won't leave you even when you mess up, even when you make mistakes, even when you show up imperfectly, then that's where your peace lies. What's for me won't leave me, right? Okay, Kim, if you give off everything, then okay, we got to get your body and your words and your emotions to align. Yes. Get it to align. So, family, that is my word tonight. Embodiment. Stop gaslighting yourself. Stop saying you okay and you're not. Stop pretending. Stop with the cliche spiritual innuendos and you're hurting inside. Stop being the church lady, the mean church lady who says I'm blessed and highly favored. So I hope that this word inspires you to take your mask off. Take it off. My most recent trip to Arizona, when I did the spiritual retreat, is where I really learned more about the mask that I've been carrying, all based on fear. All fear of abandonment or fear of being alone, and it's like I can't hold these masks anymore. What good is it to me? When I'm not okay, I'm going to say I'm not okay. And I'm not going to spiritually bypass or gaslight myself by being so spiritual all the time. It's not realistic. I've been in a spiritual community for a minute too. And they got the bug too, the grand risings all the time. And no, man, I ain't feeling the grand rising right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. I'm tired as hell. No, I'm tired. Grand rising right now. Sometimes it just be like that, and I'm just kind of owning my authenticity more and more. Yes, Jazz. It's that time, family. Give me a like on this video. Give me some love in this chat. Please, please, please like this video and please share it if you feel like it'll be a blessing and encouragement to other people. Family, we are 21 episodes in. I'm so proud of myself. This has been one of my greatest accomplishments. We're going to end at the episode 24. 3 more episodes left for this particular season. It'll be definitely time for some R&R after this. But I have been so dedicated. And I'm so happy to report, family, last week's episode, family, got over 100 views. Last week's episode got over 100 views. So it's like, and we're at like 52 subscribers or something like that. And I'm just like, wow, man, like, starting from 0 and, 2 or 3 people showing up to consistent 10 people about every week. And just the messages getting out there that I am here, sacred and unfiltered. And when I tell you, so much in store. I have so many ideas. I've been meeting with my podcast coach. And we have mapped out some things. I got 7 seasons ready and on deck, ready to go. And yeah, family, I'm just thankful. I'm just filled with gratitude. I do want to end with this. I actually wanted to read this statement from the Kabbalion that sparked this whole episode tonight. So it says, certainly, it is better to be saying kind and cheering things to yourself than harmful and destructive ones. But I also believe there are limits to this practice. The subconscious knows when it is being lied to. And I'm going to leave it at that. You can't fool the subconscious. You just can't. It's better to reprogram it than try to gaslight it and make it think that it is not what it is. You got to reprogram that thing. And it takes minimum of 30 days, 21 to 31 days before you will start seeing your external reality mirroring your internal reality. So, as within, so without. As above, so below. This is the law of correspondence in the Hermetic philosophy. And there are 6 other principles, and I am still mastering what those other 6 mean to me. I know what this one means to me. And it took me 2 months before my external reality could start mirroring my internal reality. Jazz, Yeah, you just said it in a more simplified way. 1000%. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. And what goes within comes out. What goes in comes out. You remember that rap song? What goes up must come down, but not me, clown. What song is that? It's a rap song. I'm dating myself right now. Family, I love you. 3 more episodes. I tried StreamYard today, but I got to get with my podcast coach. It didn't work, so we got to get back to the drawing board on that. But I will try StreamYard last 3 weeks. And I just want to thank my dedicated people for showing up. Before we close out, you know what time it is. I need your numbers in this chat. What is your closing number for this evening? And let me know in this chat if tonight's message has been a blessing to you. Remember, you have to do the internal work to reflect your external reality. Come on, family. Give me some love in this chat. Let me know if this was a blessing to you. Let me know if this was a blessing to you. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes. Thanks, Mama. She's a 10, from a 9 to a 10. Let's go, family. 7, deep, man. Yes, it's deep. When I tell you this book is very, very deep, it's deep, man. It's taken me some time. I've been reading this book for like a year. It's integrating really, really slow. Lords of the Underground. Yes, Jazz. That's the song. Boom shakalaka, yo, that comes the chief. Rock it down. Yes. Kim's a 9. Yes, Kim. Kim, where you started at? I'm scrolling up. Kim was a 7. She's closing with a 9. Rachel, I don't know if you're still here. Let me know what your number is. Yes. Give me some love in this chat. Give me some love in this chat, family. I know it was a deep conversation tonight, but I think the more we expose ourselves to deeper things, it allows us to vibrate at a higher frequency and gain access to higher knowledge. Yes, Rachel's a 6. Amazing. Needed to hear this message for sure. Started at a 4.5, ends at a 6. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Family, I love you. There's absolutely nothing you could do about it. Please like, share the video. And I'll see you this time next week. Sacred and Unfiltered Podcast. I'm your girl, Karima, the host, here to remind you that you are a sacred temple. I cannot wait. These last 3 episodes are still going to be on fire, still bringing that 10 energy, still bringing that love. And I'm going to be closing out with some bangers, some amazing and exciting news. So I love you, family. Have a beautiful evening. And I'll see you this time next week. Peace and love.